How do you identify a three-toed box turtle? If you have ever wondered how to identify a three-toed box turtle, you are in for a treat. These fascinating reptiles have some unique features that make them stand out. Let's break down what to look for when trying to spot one of these turtles in the wild. First, pay attention to their feet. A three-toed box turtle typically has 3 toes on each of its hind limbs. However, some individuals may have 4 toes, so this characteristic alone may not be enough for a positive identification. Next, let's talk about their shell, which is known as the carapace. This shell is high-domed and usually has a ridge running down the center. The colors of the carapace can vary, but you will often see shades of olive, brown, or tan. Look for faint yellow or orange lines that radiate from the center of each large scoot, which are the individual plates that make up the shell. Sometimes, these markings can be subtle, making the shell appear nearly uniform in color. Now, let's examine the lower shell, or plastron. This part is generally light yellow to tan and may have brown smudges or lines, especially along the seams between the scutes. A key feature of the plastron is its distinct hinge. This hinge allows the turtle to pull the lower shell tightly against the upper shell, effectively boxing itself in for protection. This is a trait shared by all box turtles and helps distinguish them from other turtle species. Next, take a look at the skin and head. The exposed skin of a three-toed box turtle is usually dark brown or black. However, the scales on the head and forelimbs can be bright yellow, orange, or even red, especially in males. Males often have vibrant orange, red, or yellow spots on their head, throat, and forelimbs, and their eyes are typically red. In contrast, females usually have yellowish-brown eyes and less vibrant coloration. Another way to tell males from females is by looking at their tails. Males tend to have longer tails and are slightly larger than females. When it comes to size, adult three-toed box turtles usually measure between 4 and 6 inches in shell length, though some can grow up to 7 inches. Their tails are short, and their limbs can be brown, gray, or olive. The head is typically brown or olive with small bright spots, and in some males, the entire head can be red. For practical identification, focus on the combination of features: the number of hind toes, the high-domed shell with a central ridge, the hinged plastron, and the distinctive head and limb coloration, especially in males. Remember, while the number of toes is a helpful clue, it is not definitive due to natural variation and possible hybridization with other box turtle species. Recognizing a three-toed box turtle is part of understanding local biodiversity. Observing their shell patterns, colors, and behaviors can help you distinguish them from other turtles. This knowledge contributes to a broader understanding of habitat, use, and species interactions in your area.